Behind me is the Martyrs Monastery.
It commemorates 44th century Roman Christian soldiers in Cappadocia who were stripped naked and left out to freeze by order of Emperor Licinius for abandoning their pagan faith. According to the story, one of the men decided to save himself, and one of the soldiers who was guarding them took his place. Though over the centuries several churches have stood on this site, the current one was only built in 2009. And it was during its construction that archaeologists unearthed the foundations of earlier churches, 5th century defense walls, a well, and the remains of a 1st century palace and bathhouse.
This is back 2nd century back. Then we 1, 2, 3 bath. Bath римского стиля 2nd century. After 1, 2, 3 wine кувшин, wine house 5th century. In house, 9th century.
Like water car? Home.
Yes.
I paid. And she took us to the church.
Yes, 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Yeah.
1 minute.
Yeah. Okay.
I know. This is new church. We were building 17 years ago. And parallel inside excavation, and discovery. Everything exponated here. Inside was 3 layers. First layer is sulfur. Sulfur but Roman style. Second layer was wine house. 5th century. One minute, 5th century. And third layer was flooring stone or 9th century. Yes.
This is for wine or olive?
No, for wine. Georgian is wine country. For wine, 1,500 years old.
Like grapes or different wine?
Grapes, this is grapes, yes, grapes. Here is big wine press, grapes, wine press. White wine, it's just all du trans. Yes.
Which one is popular wine here? The name
In
of
Georgian?
Yeah, what is the name?
Khvanchkar.
Say me again.
Khvanchkara.
Khvanchkara.
Big Khvanchkara. This is from Khvanchkara, big press. It's mountain region, mountain.
Eat from here soup or what they eat?
For soup, for instance, we drink. This is from China, from Arabic. This is Georgian symbol. Tbilisi. This is pheasant. No color Iran. Tbilisi was master city, made in Tbilisi. Symbol city, Tbilisi, pheasant. What do you call?
So in Israel?
Yes. Silk Road. Georgian was Central European Asian border and Silk Road from China before European. Export, import, camels, caravans. What results? Georgian cross, 5th century. Bolnisi. This is South Georgian, 60 kilometers inside is big Orthodox basilica. 5th century. For salt, oil lamps, for women perfume.
Wow.
This is dyes, shashi play. This is Byzantium Khanjar, 5th century from Byzantium. Here is camel belt, they are old bronze, 2000 years ago, from Black Sea region, West Georgian. Inside was Kingdom Kolkha, Medea, Argonauti, Golden Fleece. From this region, honey. Taste is free.
Really? Did you not like?
Behind me is the city's iconic Juma Mosque. Although the current mosque dates from the 19th century, a mosque has stood at this site since the 8th century, and it is the only mosque located in what is this predominantly Christian city, and it also likes to boast that that will be the only mosque in the world where Sunnis and Shiites pray together.
Gruzini kiedyś w taki fotek chodzili, o. To były gruzińskie stroje, czeki, gdzieś na Zwiunie. A tam jest co, hotel?
I think so.
Można widać te bariery.
Now, tourists often mistake this building for the mosque because of its resemblance to the madrasas of Central Asia, but this entire section of the city is built atop a series of natural sulfur hot springs, and this is actually its most iconic sulfur bath. The springs made Tbilisi a popular stopover for people traveling on the Silk Road, and people were bathing in their therapeutic waters as early as the 5th century. Though today they're mainly popular with tourists, in the old days local men would gather in them to socialize, and local women would come to them to scope out potential daughter-in-laws. But if you want to experience these famous baths for yourself, know that prices can range anywhere from a few dollars to as much as 90, depending on the type of experience that you want, and you also may need to make a reservation. Contrary to what the Georgians like to believe, so far the city doesn't look or feel very European at all. It's a local braised lamb dish. I was expecting something like curry, but that's okay. This is Georgian lemonade. They usually mix it with something else.
And then we walk a little bit here, and we came, we was so tired and we go asleep. Yeah, thank you.
Танец и таури.
What is this? Urma sushi. Perți mândră.
Good morning. I'm standing above the Regvitak Heavy Gorge. Its name comes from the many fig trees that once adorned this area. During ancient times, there was the dividing line between the ancient Kala district and the main city. In the 7th century, the Arabs built a park and observatory here. Its most noteworthy feature is its 72-foot-high waterfall. Legend has it that Queen Tamar used it as her personal bath, and it was also a popular spot for Georgian poets and writers. And perched on the cliffs just above the canyon, one of the city's most iconic landmarks, the Narikala Fortress, has been standing guard over the city since the 4th century and has witnessed many battles from invading Mongol and Muslim armies. An Orthodox church named in honor of Saint Nicholas the Wonder Worker was added in the 12th century, and other additions were made in the 16th and 17th centuries. Yeah, this building style reminds me a lot of pictures of ruins I've seen from Zimbabwe. We're exploring the Tbilisi Botanical Garden. Unfortunately, it seems the nicest sections are closed, but we'll see what we can. Created in the 19th century, this 97-acre garden is the brainchild of a Russian count who designed it to incorporate 3 royal gardens that were already here. The garden contains around 3,500 plant species. Now this tree right here is a Himalayan cedar. Bamboo, tallest grass on earth, grows at a staggering 1.5 inches per hour or 35 inches per day. Yeah, even today in modern times you can see they're still designing the city in harmony with the nature that's already here. There must be no theft in Tbilisi. This garden could be anywhere, honestly, so here's proof that we are in Georgia. What's interesting about the alphabet is that it has no upper and lower case.